everybody. It's Angel Trash Live. My name's Caroline. Welcome to my house. Please mind the mess. Or as like we like to say, bless this mess. Let's see, okay. There we go. I wanted to share the painting I did after mixing my paint on Saturday this weekend. Ooh. There we go. All right. Here's the piece I did Saturday. The other one's over there still drying. I kind of like it. Not crazy about it, but I like it. If you'd like to watch it be made, the video is live on YouTube. And I set it over here. Okay, so who is ready to get started? I'm offering a zen-like atmosphere to do your pouring to. Kind of do some yoga. I do have my cat Sushi today joining me. She's watching me from the chair. My son is in the home and my husband's here. They're all here saying hi. My biggest fans. And I'm going to refill my Floetrol real quick. I'll show you how to do that. I use a large condiment bottle. And we're going to just put in some Floetrol and I strain it using cheesecloth. I'm actually going to get rid of the old one. And this bottle of Floetrol is really, really, really old. And I'm hoping it's still fine. If it's not, we've all learned a lesson. Some air bubbles, probably some chunks. But we will strain those chunks out, so no worries. Here's my little square cheesecloth. It's going to go over the top. Screw it down. I hope you all can hear me just fine. My other ingredient is glue. So, I'm feeling in a rainbow mood. What colors is everybody thinking about doing today? I have my rainbow palette. So we're gonna do primary colors. And we're gonna go kind of a little bit off. So we're going to pour magenta. Got my golden colors, fresh. So quinacridone, magenta. Oh, I don't even know how to say the Ben's word. So we're gonna say Ben's yellow medium. It's a very long word. I went to art school for a little bit too, and I still don't know how to say that word. And then we've got some teal, also known as Blue Lagoon by Golden. I am not sponsored by anybody. I really love Golden. I love their high flow paint. My husband uses So Flat by Golden. The colors are so vivid. It's very highly pigmented. And I love it. And we've got Phthalo Blue. It's the red shade of Phthalo Blue. And I've got my titanium white. I should do some fun yoga poses while we shake this bottle. We go up to sun salutations and over to warrior and warrior 2. Shaking the bottle. And white's gonna be our base color for today. And hopefully we'll have a myriad of colors. If you watched me on Saturday, I went a little crazy with how much paint I made. I'm trying to remember all of the little things. I used to know how much paint to pour to get an exact 10 by 10 canvas covered exactly. It's all flowing back to me, but very slowly, and I'm going to share all of those with you as I remember them all. Hey Randy, my IT professional, may I have a canvas? Thank you.
What's that, girl?
Just the top one. Yeah. Is that okay? A little 10 by 10. That's what I promised to be covering today. I ended up with a 10 by 20 done. I had made way too much paint, so I just needed to use it. It could be a really great background too if I wanted to do one of those dustpan pours. That could make for a really fun, vibrant background too. That's in the future, no hurry. Okay, who has their glue ready? I have, it's just white school glue by Amazon. You could use Elmer's, any off-brand should be fine. And we're gonna pour a little less than half of the cup with the glue. Don't forget, breathe deep while you're pouring your glue. And exhale. Bless you. And breathe, inhale. And exhale with the glue. It's a little bit of a workout because I have a full bottle. I'm going to check to make sure they're all about equal. Yeah, I have a tendency of pouring heavier and heavier as I go. Now with the white, since it's my base, I always like to have some extra. So I have a bigger cup. I have a 9-ounce cup for that. And I'm gonna pour it. Oh, there we go. That's too much, I promise. About a third. All right, we've got our glue. Next is to add the Floetrol. We'll add the Floetrol on a 1-to-1 ratio. I hope you're all having a lovely Monday. Now the Floetrol, I love how it just makes it so smooth. This is not an exact science. You can make it into one. I choose not to. I would be terrible at baking. I feel like baking is an exact science. Ooh, so satisfying. Okay. And now, we're gonna start with our paints. You can mix right now if you choose to. I just like to add the paint in. Everyone's different. So I'm not going to add as much as I usually do because this is golden. It's highly pigmented, high flow. So a little bit will go a long way. I'm going to take a little bit of this Phthalo Blue and I'm going to mix it with my Quindercone Magenta. Hoping to create a really neat purple, obviously. But I want to stay on the cooler side with the blue. I did about 10 drops. I'm counting. That would be 11. Just getting the excess off. Teal! This is one of my favorite colors. I will use it in almost every painting. Guilty as charged. I just got this in the mail today. It came just in time and I was so excited that I got to use it and share it with everybody. Okay, 11 drops went into there. No big deal. And then we've got our Ben's Yellow. It's medium. There is a lighter shade to this as well. Now I find when it's hot outside, I live in Florida, it is not usually 30 degrees outside like it is today. Not gonna lie, I love it and I hate it. But I don't have to shovel snow. I'm gonna add a drop to my yellow of the Quin Magenta. I want to create more of an orange. Let's not forget the white. I'm going to use some cheesecloth on my white. Now I'm not gonna lie, I did that pour on Saturday, and when I did, my white had a lot of clumps when I initially poured it, so I'm just gonna strain it when I pour it. I suspect it's the glue, just in case it's the white. I'm prepared. So, for the base color, I just kind of went around maybe 4 times. 3 to 5 times, fine. Little circles, little poo-poos, I like to call them. Put a little poo-poo paint into the mix. So let's start mixing and let's see what our colors reveal. I've been using clear cups so you can watch the magic happen. Oh yes, I was saying, my brain wandered. When it's hot, I like to use a couple drops of water just to thin it out a little more. This is definitely not as purpley as I'm looking for. And I think I'm gonna add some black just to, I'm gonna add some black just to darken it up. Hint. Don't be shocked when your colors look really muted with the glue and glue and the Floetrol mixed in right now. They will shine their true colors. Just put enough paint in. A couple drops. If you are stuck in the snow, and you have all of these ingredients, come paint. If you don't, this would be a great thing for a future snow day. This is a fun thing we do during hurricane days. We do get hurricane days, usually in September, sometimes October. And if we don't evacuate, we can have a really fun party with all this paint. So as you stir, make sure you take it off the sides. I'm going to keep adding some magenta. I want this to be lusciously purple. Deliciously purple, how about that? And I do want it to be the darkest color I have, so I'll be adding some more black. I am forming a purple now. I'm not sure you can see it. Looks purple navy kind of going on right now. I do want to give a shout out to my husband, who's awesome, over at Astral Daydreams for my spa music, my Zen spa music. I want you to see this. It matches my purple on my apron, but I want it darker. I want contrast, which I felt like I didn't pull enough contrast from my cup the other day. So I'm gonna go a little bit more extreme. When you have dark darks next to light lights, your extremes, that contrast will draw your eye, and that can make for a winning piece. Not all pours are winners, but you can get close to where almost everyone is if you master all the little ins and outs of pouring. Once upon a time I was called a pour queen. That could sound really bad though. But they called me the pouring queen. Who was they? It was a local art shop. They sold my things. So I did darken it up a lot, but now I think I made it too dark. So I'm gonna try to just add some more purple hues. You're gonna watch me fight this color all night, I bet. I'm not always a person that will use all the colors straight out of the bottle. So as you are watching me, I'm trying to create a color. Okay, that is a very nice, really, really dark purple. It looks almost black, but it's not. I'm gonna stick with that. Let's see. Can you see that? I don't know, it still looks it's very dark. I wanna call it Concord, maybe. I just got this. I'm gonna make a mess. It's gonna be a good time. Let me clean it up real quick since I am making a mess. This is Caroline's cart right here. It's got all my little necessities. Okay, let's do our blue, our teal. My award-winning blue. I love this blue. I use it everywhere. Okay, I suspect my glue has little chunks in it because it is not the paint. If you paint with a thicker body paint, like a thicker body, medium body, or a full body paint, and you use that for your pigment, you will definitely have chunks if you are not mixing it properly. We're gonna stand here and mix, rock back and forth. If the longest part of your pour is mixing paint, say you're doing okay. If you don't like mixing paint, you can buy pouring medium. You can buy pouring paint that's already mixed. I don't like to do that. I don't know why. This is also cheaper. You are also free to adjust the recipe as works for you and your climate, in your area, whatever you want to do with it. The more Floetrol you use, you'll definitely thin out your paint. I find I get better cells when I use the glue. The glue kind of gives it more elasticity. Ooh, I'm loving what this one drop of magenta is doing. So we've got like a golden yellow right now. I do kind of want to brighten that up. And I want to make it a little more orange. I want to warm it up a little. Couple more drops. So Corbin, have you ever seen Mommy pour paint before? No? Well, then you will definitely have to come watch when I do it, okay? We are warming up this color of yellow very nicely. So, if you are in chat, please raise your hand if you have snow. We do not, but we were hoping for it. It did get cold enough. I think I'm going to need a large bottle of magenta. I also tend to use magenta and teal in everything. Teal more than anything though, especially for my beach ones. I'm so excited to just do all of these pours with you, and these are all very basic pours. So you have the potential to change it, rearrange it in any way, shape, or form you want. So today we're going to be doing a basic flip cup. We're not even going to add silicone. If we don't get any cells, I'm okay with that. You don't need cells to be pretty. You do need cells to be alive. Ha! Biology joke. Sorry, I don't take myself too seriously. I hope everyone's okay with that. I'm gonna add Darken up my magenta. In fact, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of red to warm it up. This would be red light. Haha. It's a red light. Maybe it's a sign telling me I shouldn't use it. All right, I had intended on using the red, and then I had an internal debate, decided against it, and here I am using it again. We're gonna watch this cup magically take color. Kind of reminds me of those 1990s, oh, what was that called? Hypercolor? Was that called Hypercolor? I'm gonna say yes. Where it changed from the heat, your body heat. Do you remember that? Or those Barbie's bathing suits and Hot Wheels that would change when you were dip them in cold water. And some more magenta. I've got a coral going on right now. Before it was more Pepto and I didn't like the Pepto. All right, I like where this is going. I think I'm gonna keep it. All right, time for white. I'm happy with all my colors. I'm gonna move my pink out of the way. Now with the white, when you mix it, look at it real closely because you can see it change. Now you might not be able to see this on camera, but when you're actually stirring, you're gonna see it change from the paint. You're gonna see it change from the glue color to the paint color. And it's very subtle because they're both white, but you will be able to see a difference. I have lots of little glue bumps that I want to get out of there. So it is my glue that is the culprit. I am upset. Not that upset because this is just a really fun hobby. But I'm gonna sit here and smash those little glue clots against the cup. And we're gonna have a nice titanium white. And we're gonna just breathe deep, stretch it out. I'm most worried about my white because I'm using so much glue for this one. This one's so much bigger. So I'm gonna take a little extra time. Oh, so our outdoor kitty that we take care of, we have named Annis after a licorice flavor. We love her dearly. She is a black kitty and we think she's pregnant. So she's out there watching me paint right now because she wants food. She has done nothing but beg for food. We feed her every day, sometimes twice a day. But since she's got what we think is growing kitties in her belly, we're trying to make sure she's And we're trying to make sure she's warm. We gave her a kitty bed that she hasn't gone in. Also, my other kitty, Sashimi, has joined us in the room as well. All right, let's get ready to do our pour, shall we? We'll get the camera rearranged so you can see a little better. And then we'll get a cup poured so we can do our flip cup. I'm gonna use a 16-ounce cup for my flip. It is way too big. I need something in between, honestly. Let me see. Can I make this fit in one cup? It's gonna be close. I'm gonna do it. When you have a more narrow cup, it separates the colors better, and when it's wider, it just tends to mix. We're a little crooked. Okay, that's good. Oh, there it goes. All right. So there is a lag, and we're just basically preparing for it. Sorry about that. Okay, let's start with our pour cup. I'm just gonna pour each color straight in. I'm gonna start with white, and then I will not use it again. I'm just gonna use a little bit for my bottom. Let me put my gloves on. Getting ahead of myself. It's about to get messy. And my handy dandy blowtorch. Blowtorch. Oh, I love you guys. Okay. Now we're going to put in our very deep purple. I'm going to keep just a tiny bit left in case I need to do anything in an emergency. Now you can pour straight down the side of the cup, straight down the middle. I like to pour in the middle. Did I hear a Nori cat? No? All right. Dark purple, teal, yellow. Our little golden yellow. And whatever this magenta and red monstrosity is that I made, I don't know. We'll see how it dries. We got a pretty full cup. I filled it. I'm glad I didn't have to use a bigger cup. This is gonna yield much nicer results with the smaller cup. All right, this is my flipper. I don't know what it's actually called. It has something to do with baking, and if you want to find one, you can find it in the baking aisle of Michael's or any craft store. Again, I don't even know what this is used for. Okay, we're gonna cap the paint, turn it over. Yeah, okay. Step one complete. My son is joining me at the table. Corbin, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna move it closer and closer and closer. And then push. All right. Now, that's kind of set. We're gonna let the magic happen. I'm gonna clean this up real quick. At least get it wet. Trying to clean up after myself. Gotta do the woodly woodly woo fingers to the magic. Thank you. Alright. While that's setting, we're gonna put some white paint for our base. Here we go. Ooh, look how much paint there is. You just sit there and enjoy it.
Slowly closing into the circle.
Doesn't it look like icing?
It does look like icing.
I'm hoping this looks like a birthday cake or something.
Yeah, because there's
Or a
kind
rainbow.
There's like 2 birthday colors in there.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm never ready. I'm excited. Okay. The tripod got bumped, so I was just giving it a second to settle. Alright. I'm always nervous about this. We're gonna kind of pull the cup in a rotating manner. I'm gonna go counterclockwise since I'm using my right hand. We're gonna rip it off like this and take it off of the canvas. Ready? 3, 2, 1, pour.
Wow. It kind of looks like a birthday cake. It kind of looks like a future setting. How people try to decide the future.
Look at those cells! I am very happy. It's beautiful. I'm gonna let it expand on its own for right now. While it's doing that, I'm gonna torch it. I can see the little bubbles. I'm trying to pop them.
Bubble bubbles. I can feel the heat from here.
Yes. I can turn it down for you next time.
Oh, it's dripping.
That's okay. What we're gonna do is break up the surface tension so it can start to flow off the canvas.
Yes.
And then we're gonna tilt it and stretch it out and see what we get. Corbin, you're great for my fireworks committee.
I do not know what that is.
The oohs and the ahs when you watch fireworks. All right, here we go. We're gonna stretch. Ooh, yeah. This way. Not too much. I'm gonna go down.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Back to center. Into this corner.
What's that noise?
There's a kitty upstairs in the litter pan. And I'm just gonna make sure these corners are dabbed. Wow, okay. So it's kind of cool. It looks more black than purple. Very spacey. I'm gonna hit it with the torch one more time. All right, Mr. Torch, let's do this. Wait, let me turn it down. We don't want those air bubbles. They can make pretty cells sometimes. I'm gonna knock some more of this black off. And I'm gonna bring it all back up.
Oh, ooh.
Oh, Bug, you're so funny.
It's cool. It reminds me of a sea
Yeah.
or a forest.
And I
Trees
think
and
we're gonna just
vines.
watch it grow from here. There's the magic. If you want to ever do anything else crazy to it, you can add ribbons of paint with your excess paint. You can add drops to the sides. Now, I wish the yellow showed through more. Nothing I can do about that now. Might as well give the last corner some yellow. I gave them all yellow. All right, there we go. I hope you love her. I love her too. We'll give her a name in the future, huh?
Yes.
Rainbow Nebula. There's so many little air bubbles still coming to the surface. This ring light gives me a great view with the glare. Okay. Rainbow Nebula complete. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you can. You want to bring it up so you can see me? There you go. Like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell wherever it is. And please tune in with me next week. Next week will be, let me think. It'll be a pour cup, our traditional pour. I will do probably a larger canvas as well. We can do a 10 by 20 if you're feeling frisky. I'll see you Monday.